welcome back to SC2VN. In the last game, well, in the last episode rather, sorry, we meet a certified asshole, Bo, and he just wants us to quit. And Jett, well, she's naturally pissed off. And I do mean naturally pissed off. Her poignant critique diffuses attention from the moments prior, even if it doesn't exactly make me feel any better. When she's done going through my long list of mistakes, Jett flicks a hand back towards the PCs. Come on, cue up a game against me. I told Jett that I wasn't feeling up to practice after we played a few more one-sided games. She seemed annoyed, but agreed with my suggestion that we take a short break. Back in high school, I used to spend most of my time in the library when class was over. To be honest, this is probably the most time I've willingly spent outside of my room since then. I'm not here to I'm not the type to read for fun or study diligently, but it was nice to have a place to go and be on my own. I've missed those afternoons since I've graduated. But going to Zone Fire is a good replacement hangout as I can hope for. It's clean, it's comfortable, that's pretty much everything that I would need to stay 24/7. This isn't an exaggeration. Some of the patrons here look practically glued to their chairs. Well, there's probably a monitor going around tapping on their shoulders to make them take a break. With a milk tea from one of the vending machines in hand, I return to my seat across from Jay. She isn't wearing her same scowl from earlier, but I can tell she'd rather be practicing. What are you drinking? She snatches up the can from her and takes a long sip. Coffee. What kind of coffee? Coffee is coffee. I don't drink sugary junk. And for the record, it's obnoxious to challenge someone like that. You don't know how to match. Is it really such a big deal? All I wanted was a practice game. Do you know those types that stream snipe and start shit on message boards so that people can pay attention to them? All too well, unfortunately. That's you, except you did it in real life. Bold is a real tool, though, isn't he? Kind of a prick. Jack cuts herself off with a hiss and grits her teeth. Yeah, we knew what we were dealing with. How do you know him? His name is Bolt? Yeah, he plays for Shock T1. Shock, Bolt must be a new recruit. I haven't paid much attention to them or any other Brood War team since StarCraft 2 came out. But he definitely wasn't on their roster over a year ago. Right, but how do you know him? Jack clicks her tongue and breaks her gaze away from me. I solemnly appreciate the reprieve from her death glare. If you must know, he and I went to the same middle school. I was in the class above him. Oh, Count Mickey might have knocked you out of a tournament or something. No, I've never played him in Star League. You don't need to overanalyze everything, which is true. Don't overanalyze everything. The simple answer is right there. Especially when it comes to thinking you've misplaced your wallets. Silence falls between us. While Jen nurses what remains of her drink, I can't tell if she's really in the coffee or she's just trying to find something to occupy her lips other than our conversation. I doubt Jet spends much time at PC bangs, given that she's got a team house to practice from. I would consider myself lucky that she didn't make time to come out here at all. You know it makes zero sense for you just to focus on qualifying on VSL, right? I blinked for myself to my thoughts to meet Jet's intense stare. Okay, I'm pulling a William Shatner and it needs to stop. What do you mean? What's the point of us meeting up to practice then? I'm not. Let's listen. I want to round up some players. For what? A team, doofus, a team. For the VSTL. Team league? But you're already on a team. Yeah. She wavers, considering whether or not she should tell me what I've already figured out. You're leaving VIP? Jett's eyes jumped to mine, for I was raising some pride and unfurled annoyance. She's been on VIP for almost a year and is by far the team's best player. Management barely pays us and nobody is motivated. They're worse than bad. They're complacent. I want a fresh Okay, I can get where she's coming from. I can get where she's coming from for real. I'm not guilting you. It isn't something I expect to hear. Do you have a team house pick though? No, not yet. What about a coach? No. Do you have players in mind? Look, it's a work in progress, okay? I edge away from her glare and raise my hands defensively. Alright, I'm sorry, it's not my business. For a while silence, Jet, see, Jet does her best to avoid eye contact, but I can tell she's thinking hard about something. That's about. That's as I'm about to rise to replace my milk tea with another. She speaks. You know all about those new foreign teams popping up recently, right? Yeah. What about them? Isn't it strange? They're worse than almost every Korean squad. Yeah, most of them have more sponsors. Well, there are a lot of esports fans outside of Korea these days. People want to support their hometown heroes, which is actually very true. I don't think it's that simple. Where would the money come from if it's not the fans? Idiots. What? Idiots. Idiots that call themselves investors. Idiots that throw away money by keeping mediocre players afloat because it makes them feel good for whatever reason. Of course, it's just one of those situations where yeah, this is yeah. You ever seen the guy who won the lottery and built a house on the speedway in front of said house, and the cops say they can't do anything about it? It's exactly that. She and Bolt agree on one thing at least. I'm okay. Are you gonna find some idiots to sponsor you? No. Well, she takes a long moment to reconsider her answer. No, it won't work out, man. What I'm getting at is it's too much as of our scene that ignores the foreign fan base. It's a huge mistake. Where there's a time zone difference between and a language barrier. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but lots of foreign fans don't find Korean players entertaining. What? How dare you? That's ridiculous. Hey, I'm just relaying common knowledge. Don't hold me accountable for the opinions of Silver Leaguers. Most Western fan support goes to people who entertain as well. Streamer, casters, those kind of people. Most famous players in your scene aren't the best. That's appalling. Hey, Brewport got popular on the backs of boys that look good on camera. That's practically the same thing. If the PC Bang was a ship, then the fangirls pulled the oars. Not the same thing. They were pretty skilled, not one or the other. And show some damn respect. These boys are the only reason that you and I are able to have this conversation. A sharp response and equally sharp glare suggests that I shouldn't have argued the point. Jett knows better than I do anyway. We're getting off topic. There are tons of potential fans at most Korean teams ignore simply because they're too hard to connect with. Yeah, I agree. She lifts an eyebrow and stares at me for a bit too long for glancing away. I wasn't sure before, but I am now. Go on. Go on and what? I know what you're thinking. No, you don't. Yes, I do. What am I thinking then? You want me to join the new team you're starting so that I can help you with the foreign fan base. Also, you invited me here to try out under the guise of practice. Yeah, Jett is smart like that. Jett slumps back in her seat, defeated. I fight a losing battle against the urge to laugh. Don't look so smug. I hate dealing with team management. You can hire a manager. Before we have any players, maybe I should just keep my head down and practice. No, 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 no. Don't do that. It's a good idea. You're only saying that because I gave you an offer. Partially, but if you want to go through with this, I'll do whatever I can to help. How are you the one that convinced me to go after my own idea? Damn it. She chews on her lip, likely considering the harrowing risk of relieving her team. I can't make any commitments until we have at least some other players. It'd be stupid for me to move out of VIP house without everything lined up. This is something I've been thinking about for a while, even if I don't have every detail hashed out yet. I want to keep overhead low and practice time ahead. Hi, leading and mean. She aims a finger at me, her dull nail a hair's breadth before my nose. If you're gonna be a part of this, you're gonna pull your weight. You can start by searching for our players unless you'd rather find me a coach and a sponsor. I cringed backwards and raised my hands. No, no, I'll leave that to you. Good. I'm thinking it'll work out better this way. The minimum number of players for a team is 4, so you'll need to find at least 2. You know, this is exactly how I envisioned how I'd join a StarCraft team. I can wait if you like. You have a long way to go if you want to be anything other than our translator and mascot anyway. I'll admit though, I thought I was right. I see glimpses of high level stuff in your play. But as of now, you kinda suck, even by foreigners' standards. Offensive, offensive intended. You seriously need to start busting your ass. Coming to Korea is pointless if you're still practicing Western hours. Which is pretty much, seriously. Well, nobody claimed that Jett wasn't honest. I'm gonna work you and everyone else like dogs. This team is gonna come together. I won't be happy with anything less than first place in VSTL. And here's where I'm gonna end it off at. If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it helps the channel out a lot. Anyway, I'm the newstarcadefan here saying thanks for watching. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and bye for now.